and welcome to RTW Podcast. I am your boy Ralph. Alright, we got a whole lot of wrestling to talk about, especially the Monday Night Raw. Now, we're going to talk about why is Monday Night Raw putting Braun Strowman every time against a competitor. Like, wouldn't they put Brock Lesnar against, like, Roman Reigns, Rusev? Now, I know Monday Night Raw I know people has been getting tired of why they're putting Braun Strowman against a competitor. You know Braun Strowman is going to win every matches. So, we're going to take a look at that one. Alright, we're gonna take a look. Now you're gonna see why is Monday Night Raw putting Brock Lesnar. Why is Monday Night Raw putting Braun Strowman against every competitor? The same thing for Nia Jax. They're putting Nia Jax against every women competitor. Now, Braun Strowman may won his match against every competitor, but they put him against weak opponents. Now I know Monday Night Raw we all want to know why is Monday Night Raw doing that. Are they doing that because they don't want Braun Strowman to hurt anyone? Because we know Braun Strowman is pretty good. He's a pretty good wrestler. But, alright. We're gonna go... Alright. Now, I hope everyone enjoyed SummerSlam. Now I know that was a great match, and we still got a lot more. Okay, Braun Strowman right here. See right here? Why are they putting Braun Strowman against this guy when Braun Strowman defeated him? Why are they putting Braun Strowman against this guy? You know Braun Strowman is going to win. So my point is, Braun Strowman should be facing like a competitor like Roman Reigns, Rusev, The Big Show. Anything except putting Braun Strowman against a weak competitor. Now, same thing for Nia Jax. What about... Okay, let's talk about Nia Jax. We know Nia Jax is undefeated. But yet, they put Nia Jax against Ariel. Another diva named Ariel. Now, why is that? They put Nia Jax against Ariel Monroe. Now, you know Nia Jax is going to beat every diva competitor. Now, my point, they should put Nia Jax against someone against Charlotte. Take that for example. Nia Jax should be going against Charlotte for the women's champion. We know Nia Jax is better to compete against other competitors, except in a weak opponent. Now, SmackDown is doing good. You don't see SmackDown putting everyone against a competitor like that. SmackDown is doing better than Monday Night Raw. Now, let's talk about the rubber match today. SummerSlam was today. Now, let's talk about the rubber match between Rusev and Antonio Cesaro. Now, I gotta say, that was a great match. But Rusev defeated Antonio Cesaro. But, one thing. Why didn't Monday Night Raw put Darren Young against Titus O'Neil? They should have put an extra match. That should have been a kickoff show right there. Putting Darren Young against Titus O'Neil, that would have been a great match. But I guess all the cards were full. Now, what about Roman Reigns versus Rusev for the United States Champion? Now, I gotta say, after Rusev was injured, Roman Reigns, it looks like Rusev was injured after he couldn't compete. But as soon as the referee got a hold of Roman Reigns, pulled him back a little bit, Rusev was injured, holding his ribs. And then after when Rusev was trying to walk on his own, Roman Reigns came back and speared the heck out of Rusev. So I think Rusev may have his ribs broken. Now, Big E came back. I was happy about that. Okay, now every time they put... Okay, let's go to another match. Alright, congratulations to Finn Balor on winning the brand new WWE Universal Champion. Now tomorrow is Monday Night Raw. You can catch that tomorrow. Our champion, Finn Balor, would be in action on Monday Night Raw. Now, we don't have anything like that, but I know most of you want to know. Okay, now we already finished talking about Monday Night Raw. Now let's talk about Global Force Wrestling. Why hasn't Global Force Wrestling been on television? Okay, Impact has their own network. Lucha Underground has their own network. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown has the same network on USA. Now, why hasn't Global Force Wrestling hasn't been on TV yet? Why is Jeff Jarrett not making a deal? He should have made a deal a long time ago, but why he has not made a deal yet with TV promoters? I think my suggestion, Jeff Jarrett should make a TV deal. Because look, the TV networks that are left, so Global Force Wrestling could be in. You got TNT. You got the CW. You got Sci-Fi. You got Destination America. Those are the kind of networks that Global Force Wrestling should be in. Now, that I don't know why Jeff Jarrett is not making deals with TV promoters. I'm sure he has made a deal with other TV promoters, but like I said, why hasn't Jeff Jarrett not making a deal with TV promoters, with any cable promoters? Now, there's been rumors that that Ring of Honor is going to spike. But we are not too sure yet. These are just rumors, but we're not too sure yet. But what I am sure that if Ring of Honor is going to spike, we're definitely going to have a breakout between Ring of Honor versus Impact Wrestling. Now, what about the new president suspending James Storm? Now, I know Dixie Carter didn't like that at all, but there will be there will be consequences on the new president, but not right now. But let's talk about Bobby Lashley. Now, he told the president and Dixie Carter that he didn't want nothing to do with the X Division title and the King of the Mountain title. So therefore, the King of the Mountain title is vacated, and so is the X Division title. So on Impact, there will be a X Division title and a brand new King of the Mountain champion. Now, most of you want to know what is going on with Matt Hardy. Now, the same thing for Jeff Hardy. Did Matt Hardy broken Brother Nero? I guess he did. Matt Hardy broken Brother Nero. After the match they had at Bound for Glory. No. After the match they had from their own house in Cameron, North Carolina, I gotta say, Brother Nero is broken. And yes, this is my RTW podcast. It's not like any other than WWE, like Stone Cold podcast, not like that. This is my own podcast. But I gotta say, let's talk about Braun Strowman. Now, let's go back to a couple weeks on SmackDown. They put Braun Strowman against James Ellsworth. Now, you know Braun Strowman was going to win anyways. So why is Monday Night Raw putting Braun Strowman against every weak opponent? Shouldn't Mick Foley make a match between Braun Strowman and Rusev for the United States Champion? Now, I gotta say, Braun Strowman is undefeated. Who's gonna beat that guy? Now, let's go back when the Wyatt family was together. It was Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and this guy, Braun Strowman. No one can beat Braun Strowman. Now, you putting Braun Strowman against a weak opponent? Come on. You know Braun Strowman is gonna win. Now, Sasha Banks may lost her title at SummerSlam tonight, but she will have a rematch at the next pay-per-view that we're going to be at. Now, Adrian Neville had a great match on the last SmackDown, on the last Monday Night Raw we were at, by defeating Curtis Axel. Now let's talk about Nia Jax. Nia Jax went against Britt Baker. Now you know Nia Jax was gonna beat her anyways, so we don't know why Monday was putting Braun Strowman and Nia Jax against every weak opponent. You know Braun Strowman and Nia Jax, they're gonna win anyways. So my point, Monday Night Raw should get their head out of their butt and start putting Nia Jax against a fresh talent like Charlotte, like Sasha Banks. Now you could tell Britt Baker, we know that she was going to lose against Nia Jax. But this is it, though. Now let's talk about the SmackDown side. Let's talk about Eva Marie. Okay, we know that Eva Marie faked her injury. So I don't know why SmackDown having her on the roster if Eva Marie is not going to compete. That's just my point. Alright. It was Eva Marie against Becky Lynch. Now Becky Lynch, Eva Marie had a wardrobe malfunction, so she couldn't compete. Now Becky Lynch, she wouldn't stand down for nobody, so Alexa Bliss stepped up to the plate and defeated Becky Lynch. Now, I know SummerSlam was today, so it was the 6 women's tag team match. Eva Marie was not there, so I don't know why. I don't know why SmackDown is using Eva Marie if Eva Marie is not going to compete. Now, do you think Eva Marie should stay on SmackDown or go to Monday Night Raw? But I gotta say, welcome back Nikki Bella. She joined Natalya and Alexa Bliss by defeating Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Carmella. So Nikki Bella is back. Now I wonder what's going to happen to Eva Marie. Are there going to be consequences against her? Now she's been saying that she's going to make her debut. Okay, let's go to the first SmackDown. She faked an injury. On the second SmackDown, her wardrobe malfunction. And now at SummerSlam, she didn't compete. So I wonder what's going to go on with Eva Marie. Now tomorrow, I will announce that more on the SummerSlam report tomorrow again. So this is it, and hope you enjoyed the RTW podcast, and I will be back tomorrow. And don't forget to catch my next podcast this Thursday. Will be the podcast again. So this is it. Have the rest of the night, and I will see you on Thursday for the RTW podcast.